Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.
Howdy, folks. I'm Bob Sharp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical
and together
therapist.
we're the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
So why do we want to strengthen our ankles?
Well, Bob, we need to understand that the ankle is the most injured joint in the body statistically throughout the United
A
States.
lot of ankle sprains.
And I have a feeling it's probably a worldwide
Right.
statistic. And also keep in mind the ankle has 26 bones that all articulate intrinsically
They
with
all
each
gotta
other,
work together.
and 4 layers of muscles. We got little
Wow.
intrinsic muscles, we got large muscles that go up into our calf, and we need to really understand and do some exercises to encompass everything.
So this is later, after you've had an injury, maybe, or maybe before the injury.
Right. Or, maybe you're going to progress. You're going to start to do an activity like
Sure.
hiking in the mountains, and you got
But
weak
the pain
ankles.
would be gone by now.
Right.
The pain in the ankle, right?
Right. Or it's just coming back into normalcy. So there are 8 exercises. The last 2 are for you people who are advanced. You're maybe playing softball, playing tennis.
Sure.
Those activities, you definitely want to wait till those 2. So hold on. You can fast forward. The other ones are going to get you there if you're weak, or more the beginner phase.
So we're starting with number 1.
Number 1, I like this one because you just lean like this up against the wall. You got to do more than that.
That's.
Can you focus down here, Mike? This is critical, and you're going to just go up like this, and we're going to strengthen the dorsiflexors.
We call that dorsiflexion.
Yeah, and this is a nice way to put resistance on without wrapping rubber,
Sure.
the bands around your ankle. It's much easier, and it depends on how far you go away from the wall. Changes the amount of resistance. You have to do it with shoes on, something that
Sure.
grips the floor, and you can go, to one ankle. And that makes it more difficult if you want to
Gotcha.
go to the advanced mode. 10 repetitions is a good number to go
So
to.
you really don't need to add weight.
No, I think you'll do adequate
plenty
with
with
this.
that.
Exactly. Number 2, okay? Now, this one, we're going to go just simply up and down. You might need something to hold on to, a chair, a stick, a cane,
Sure.
booyah stick. Something for balance, and you're just going to go up on your toes. Now, the thing about this is this might be too easy, so then you go to 1 foot, and this also encourages the balance aspect of it, which you
Right.
want. Now, it's important. This is where separates the average strengthening to the complete strengthening. You're going to either use a step, not a stool necessarily. A stairway is best. We don't have one
With
here.
railings.
And hang on to the railing. And then you're
You
going
want
to,
2, Brad?
well, I got one. 2, well, yeah, that's all right. There you go. Bob's always concerned about me falling off
Yeah,
steps.
that's right.
So we're going to go down. So the edge of the step is right about at the toes where you got your tarsals.
I do
and
these
up.
every morning when I
You
warm
do?
up because it's a great stretch
Yep.
and strengthen at the same time.
Yep. And, you can do them, start with 2 feet, then go to 1 foot as strength allows. By the time you get to 10 reps, you should feel fatigue in the muscles and the calves.
And again, you really don't need any extra weight to start. For
Right.
Sure.
And, if you have one of these, I really like using these. They're just,
Yep,
it works a
snap
little
board.
bit better. But obviously you have to, if you got a narrow one, 1 foot at a time, that will be more for the advanced person. All right, number 3. Now, this is not so much for strength, although it is, but it's for balance. Up on your toes and then back on the heels. And this is really important because a lot of people, you can go up on the toes with a little struggle, but then going back this way,
A lot of people fall
whoa.
back. Yes.
Yeah. So have something to hold on to. Sticks, a good chair, not a chair like this, but something
countertop.
solid. Countertop.
By the sink.
Yep. And work those and try to just get to the point where you don't have to hold on, just fingertip balance. And if you're advanced, see how you do like this. If you're really
I think-
advanced, 1 foot.
I think that's going to work on your proprioception a little bit too.
Yeah.
Your sense of where the ankle is in space.
Which is really critical for
really
balance.
for ankle
Yep.
sprain. Yes.
All right. Now the next one we're going to work. This is a fun one.
The ziggy
The
zaggy.
ziggy zaggies. You need no weights or anything for
Probably
this.
better with shoes.
Yeah.
Give it a little resistance.
Yeah, you could start with
You can-
socks
Sure.
and slide a little more, and then put shoes on. Now we're on carpet, so it slides a little easier. If I wanted to progress, then I would go to a shiny floor where the shoes, the soles grip.
Sure, it makes it stick a little bit.
Yeah,
It makes
and
it harder.
advanced. Have something to hold on to, cupboard top, stick, whatever it is. And this, it really works a lot of intrinsic muscles around the ankle.
Works all the muscles of the ankle. I think, and
Exactly,
foot.
Bob. It's a wonderful, the old
Yeah.
ziggy. You can't go wrong with that one. And it should
Ziggy-zaggy, yeah.
always should be included in ankle strengthening for the lateral movement. Now the next one is strictly a balance line.
Right.
So you're going to hold on to something, countertop, wall, stick, balance on one leg and get a timer out. Go for 30 seconds. The average person should be able to go 30 seconds without touching anything. Now, and then you just compare right leg to left. You may find that one side doesn't have as good
What
a
I
balance.
found always the ankle that you sprained
Yeah,
was a lot less.
exactly. And if you
Might be
sprain my,
it might be 5 seconds. And
Right.
You're off.
so, and what I do is in 30 seconds, I'll just touch, then I'll go back to balancing and I count how many times I have to touch in 30 seconds. Might be 8 times. Do some ziggy
You
zaggies.
might do it while you're brushing your teeth if you want to challenge.
I got a story about that,
Oh,
Bob,
God.
coming up.
Boy, I can't wait.
So work on one leg balance, minimal assist of balance. Okay. And then when that gets too easy and you can go 30 seconds on either leg. Now, this is strengthening and balance. These work together. Get
I
yourself
can't wait.
a cushion, right?
Yeah.
A cushion off of the chair, or we're using a Pete's Choice balance pad.
Yeah.
We need something squishy. And then you're going to
But
find
not
out.
too squishy.
Yeah, not too soft. It's got to have a little beef to it. And then you'll find out it changes. Things get more difficult. And then go and look at my ankle is
Yep.
really working in order for me to maintain balance.
Again, safety first. We
Oh.
want to make sure nobody falls based upon the exercise we
Right.
recommend.
If
So
you're pretty wobbly, elderly, do this with a second person next to you to help you and hold you. And then you're going to work on this for 30 seconds. Now, you talked about doing this while you brush your teeth.
right.
I just gave one of these to my brother and sister-in-law. And you know what they do? They put it on the floor next to the
Oh,
microwave.
to warm up. Oh, I thought maybe they wanted to warm up.
No,
the
they put it on the
bathroom
floor next to the microwave, and they usually do 30 seconds. quick
Oh.
so for 30 seconds while
They
the
work
food,
on balance.
they work on their balance.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty
a
fun.
family.
Yeah, they're
a fun
just
family.
oh, absolutely. And they're in their early 60s, so
Sure.
they're getting to that point of life.
Yeah,
So
can
work
make
the
a big
balance.
difference, and it's wasted time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're staring at your coffee getting warmer or the donut or whatever it is. You might as well work on your
You may want to
balance.
stand like this though.
What do you mean?
They had everybody loves Raymond.
Oh,
Like protect himself from radiation.
yeah. You really need
So
to be
the-
careful about those types
So
of
the
things.
two stood. brothers
Why,
stood there.
Bob?
Yeah,
Why?
Why?
Okay, now we're to the exciting part of the program. This is where I said if you're advanced, you're going to play tennis, baseball, go running up and down mountains or whatever it may be. This is what you're going to want to do to strengthen your ankles. Okay, I'm going to start with a stick, and you'll know because you'll.
Yeah.
If you need balance, use a stick, a wall, whatever.
Yeah, be safe.
Use good judgment and simply hop up and down for 15 seconds. If you can do that without any problem, no pain in your ankles, no weakness, just getting a little fatigued, then go forward and backwards to work different muscles. And we're working strength, we're working balance, and we're working proprioception. 15 seconds, if that's okay. Then be careful on this one, go right to left. This is usually the most difficult motion. This is where you sprain your ankles with the lateral muscles. And
Yeah.
if you can do this for 15 seconds, life is good. Now,
Again, no pain either.
right, yeah,
Right.
you should feel comfortable while you're doing it and
Right.
afterwards. Now, the next thing to do is the big one test or one leg. Say if my left leg here, my left leg is the one that's injured with the blue sock, I'm going to go up and down for 15 seconds. I'm going to count how many times I can jump up and down in 15 seconds. Then I'm going to go to my injured leg, and it's like, and you do 27 jumps on here and only 8 jumps on this one.
That kind of gives you a sense of whether or not you're ready get back to an athletic endeavor.
Exactly,
So
Bob.
if you can only do 8 seconds on that one, 15 on that one in 15 seconds.
Yeah, 15
Yeah.
seconds,
Yeah.
27 is a pretty common number of jumps. And if you only can do 8 and you're fatigued on this leg, it's too weak.
You're not ready yet.
Right. You need to work on the other exercise we did, some
You're not
jumping
ready
exercise.
for volleyball. You're not ready for soccer. You're not-
Exactly. But it gets better yet, Bob.
Oh, it
Don't
does.
stop there. Do forward and backwards.
Right.
15 seconds. Try the other leg. 15 seconds. And again, same number of hops each way. And then right to left. And this is always fun. I love doing this with
What we're
patients.
trying to determine is if your ankle is up for the forces of an athletic endeavor. You know what I
Exactly,
mean?
Bob. No kidding.
While you're under control.
Right.
I mean,
Right. And if I have patients, if they only do, 27 on the good leg and 12 on the other leg,
it's too soon.
it's too soon. They're
Yeah.
gonna re-sprain their
Yeah.
ankle.
Exactly.
But it gets better, Bob. Just wait. There's one more thing. And this is where I never did this with patients in the old day.
Right. We
Because
didn't have the loops.
yeah, but now with loop bands, you need to find something to hook it up on the wall.
This is advanced for the athlete.
This is.
So,
But everyone, all these athletes, and you could be a 60-year-old athlete, and you may want to do this. And now this, you do exactly the same thing. Hop up and down, one leg.
but the loop is
The
pulling
other-
you over, so you
Yeah.
gotta really keep your balance.
Yeah, and then I'm going to go this way, forward and backwards, and you can hear me starting to breathe more. This is to the point where you can do the same number on each side without the band. This is conditioning for the activity. If you're in tennis, you can imagine tennis, you have to go side to side pretty aggressively. So if you can do it with the band on, pulling you over,
Very impressed, Brad.
get some music going, Bob. Yeah, and you
Yeah.
can do a little bit of, that one Kramer episode where he's
Yeah.
trying out for being a ballet dancer or whatever it was. So
Awesome.
just another way to work the ankles in a very entertaining way. Be careful with those
Nice
ankles.
job. Nice job.
Anyways, Bob, once again, we can fix just about anything.
Except for a broken heart, but we can work on your cardio.
Yeah, cardio,
Yeah.
ankles, it's pretty close.
That's related.
Yeah, be careful.
Thanks.